Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to Board It Up, a channel all about board games. My name's Aaron, I'm your host, and today I'm unboxing Cryptid. It's designed by Hal Duncan and Ruth Veevers, illustrated by Kwanchi Moria, and published by Osprey Games. It's a game for ages 10 and up. It takes about half an hour to 50 minutes for 3 to 5 players. And this is, I guess you can say, it's a semi-cooperative, not in the traditional sense, but in the sense that you're all working together, but there is only one winner. You're working together in the sense that you're all hunting for a cryptid, and each of you have one unique piece of information that the other people don't know. But you have to give away some of your information while trying to figure out what information the other players have. So in that sense, you're working together, but also you're trying to beat everybody else to the end. So without further ado, let's open this up and see what's inside. So this is also a puzzle type game. If you're into puzzles or into thinking games, this would be right up your alley because it is a giant logic puzzle because you're trying to figure out what information the other players have based on the cryptic clues that they're giving, and eliminating which information they would not have, and trying to solve the puzzle. Because as you can see, as an example, you might have the information that the cryptid is in a desert, while someone else might have the information that they are close to water. But you have to figure that out, and then there's only one location where all of your unique piece of information would agree with. So here is your rule book. We'll actually see how the gameplay works when we go through all the components. So you have these map tiles, tells you the rules, the setup, the general strategy, how to give hints, different kinds of clues, and here are some hints that would help us. Quick reference guide, that is always appreciated. Oh, that's cool art on the cover. All right, let's see what else is there. Some promos. I can put that aside for now. And you have these different booklets. How many of them are there? Alpha, beta, delta, gamma, and epsilon. So these are, I guess it goes to 5 players. So you would get one of these, and then it'll tell you, depending on which scenario you're playing, which your hint is. So this would be secret to you. So if you're playing, let's say, scenario 63, everybody's has their own booklet, and they're all looking at 63, and your hint would be the cryptid is not on a desert or a mountain. So that's the unique piece of information that you have. Someone else could have, as an example, has to be on water or a swamp, and then someone else could have not on forest or water. I guess that would not agree with this. Yeah, but that's an example. So here we go. These are the booklets, and there are enough scenarios to make sure there's enough variation in your gameplay, and that you can't just predict or remember what the solution is from a previous game if you played this a lot. So you have these punch boards of these tiles that are a combination of hexagons, kind of like Settlers of Catan, or now called Catan. Let's just punch these out. As you can see, there are different types of terrain. You have forests, I guess these are deserts, maybe these are mountains. I think these are swamps, and also you have this outline saying, oh, okay, there are maybe bears in the neighborhood or in the area, or coyotes, or I don't know. Yeah, so there are different types of terrain, and also the different kinds of lines around them make some of them unique. So there are a lot of possibilities that you could have that gives you a lot of variation in the types of hints that you can have, or not the hints, but the different types of secret information that you could have. go. So all the tiles, and the scenario will dictate which tiles that you have to use for that scenario. Let's see. Oh, here's the scenario cards. So let's open this up right here. I always appreciate when these packets have a clear, slit where you can open them instead of having to cut them open or pry them open, or having to be very careful that you don't actually damage the cards. So here we go. This is one example of a card that you would randomly draw one of these. There's a lot of variations, and then this would tell you which order the tiles would go. And on the back of it, it will tell you, if you're on the booklet, which clue to look at, I guess, depending on the number of players. If you're playing a 3-player, 4, or 5, which hints that each person would be getting, which secret information each person would be getting. And these are designed so that there would be only, in this particular map, there would be only one spot where all of these hints would agree with. And your job is to be the first person to find that. And as you can see, there are two different types of cards. One with a black border, the other ones with a same kind of white, brownish white border. I think that are the two different difficulty settings. One of them's tougher than the other. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, I'm not sure. The ones with black border are the tougher ones. There we go. So there's enough cards here that it's going to be pretty much fresh every game you play. Okay, let's put these aside for now and look at what else is in the box. Okay, I have this giant bag of pieces. Let's open these up. So everybody would get their own color, and these would be the places this is how you would be giving a hint. And on your turn, you would, according to the information that you have, you would place one of these, and let's say your information is the monster is not in water. So on your turn, you're placing these tokens on places that you know for sure to not be a location, a legal location where the monster could be. So you put it here because you don't want to give away too much information. Obviously, it would be illegal for you to put them here because you know they have to be in water. So let's say you put one there, and then later you put one there, etc. So, but the map would be bigger. There'll be more variation. So from what you're putting on, the other players have to figure out, okay, is my hint that they are not in these black spots, or is it that, let's say if I put this here, is my hint that they are one spot away from water, like in a river bank? Or is my hint that they are not in yellow? Or is it my hint that they're not on water, as an example? And obviously, the longer the game goes, the more hints you're forced to give, and by logically comparing them, you would be able to figure out, okay, what my secret information could possibly be, or at least narrow it down to a couple of possibilities. So that's how you figure out what other players are up to. You also have these different tokens, and I think these are supposed to be different kind of types of buildings that will also help build a map. Maybe you start with something there, and this is supposed to be a tower or something. So maybe the hint could be the cryptid, as if it's here, is not close to one of a tower. So that opens up for even more variety of the types of variations between tiles. Makes it interesting. So there. And I should also note that these pieces are really, really nice, really big, chunky wooden pieces, painted. So that makes it really nice. I always appreciate when a game makes wooden pieces instead of cheap plastic pieces. So these are very cool. That's definitely a plus for the game. I'm not going to open all of these as they are the same, just these big tiles, discs that are of different colors. Again, they're all wooden, as I mentioned earlier. So let's just put these, they're all the same, put them to the side. And then you have these triangular pieces, which are also another type of building that could be in the terrain. Maybe this might be a tent, or I don't know, a place of ruin or something. So again, that opens up more variety in the types of variation you can have in each spot. And I think these are where you guess, or maybe these are this is where you actually give hints. It's one of the cases, one of those two. Either you use discs to give hints, or use the cubes. I don't remember which is the case, but either way, you understand the mechanic. One of these types is used to actually make an official guess, and then everybody else would either confirm or deny if that is a possibility or not. And the other type of discs or cubes is used to give hints on your turn to other players. And obviously, you want to give the hints that are least helpful to others, because you want to beat them to the actual victory. So there are more cubes. So in terms of components, they're very high quality. Even these tiles are, even though they're cardboard, they're pretty solid, thick cardboard. And the icons, that each tile is very clearly distinguished from everything else. You have whether it's the outline or the color coding or the icons or the texture, you can tell that there's no confusion between the borders or the tiles. So it's very nice. And all the pieces also are very high quality, like I mentioned. So let's look at the rules one more time. The rule book is in color, which is really nice, and also has this cool style of art. And this is also a game that would be available or invoke some role play if your gaming group is into that, because you're all kind of this extreme conspiracy type people who are looking for supposedly alive animals or these creatures that nobody else believed to be true. So you could be hunting the Yeti, or you could be hunting the Loch Ness Monster, or the abominable snowman. So you can kind of play into your character if you like, which could be fun. So that is Cryptid, more or less. Quick unboxing and overview of Cryptid. I would possibly, looks like, I mean, this would be a fun game to do a playthrough of, because it would be fun to, and this is the type of game where you could actually play along. If you don't know the solution, you could play along and try to figure out where the solution is, if you like that kind of logic type puzzle board games. So check it out if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. If you have checked it out, let me know if you like it, if you like this type of puzzle games, or if it's not really your thing, which is totally fair. It's not for everybody. If you don't like thinking, kind of brain type of puzzles, this puzzle games, this might not be for you. But if you like that type of thing, you would enjoy this a lot. And also it depends on your game group as well, how experienced or how much they're open to this type of game. So let me know if you checked it out and what you think of it. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Especially hit that bell notification button so you'll be informed when I upload my next video. If you like this type of content, especially unboxings or gameplays, playthroughs, reviews, anything board game related, stay tuned, because there'll be a lot more to come. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, see ya.